the bottom line is that Gregory Soto, while good, was not really going to change the fortunes of the Tigers over the next few years, and I think that maybe one of these guys could.
I look at it this way: Scott Harris was just pull the trigger. Who knows? Again, I mentioned this earlier. Who knows what Avila would have waited for? You're getting 3 players that fill a spot. Is Donnie Sands your catcher of tomorrow? Probably not. But if you're looking at right now, all the like I mentioned this earlier again, all the catchers they were going through in the waivers in the last month, there has not been a guy who was going to stick around. And as far as walk rates go, and those kind of things that fit that profile, there's a method to this madness, at least. But for Gregory, again, I don't know what were the Mets offering for Gregory Soto. Who knows? I don't know. And maybe the Tigers are not even done yet. I'm not sure. But for once, we can sit here and actually discuss a trade that we can go and look at these players and go, all right, I could see that. When I think of Dawal Lugo, and you're like, what are we getting here? And there's none of those players were ready to even come close to contributing. I'd rather, and the proof is in the pudding. Lugo hasn't made it back to the major league since he was cut. Unless I might be missing something on that. But again, Ani Sands is better than what you're going to have at AAA Toledo right now. Simple as that.
WAR doesn't tell the full story. Willie Castro had a 1.2 WAR last year. You want Willie Castro back, or you want Verling? I'd much rather have Verling.
Yeah, well, and you could even look at like his WAR last year seems to have been kind of dragged down by defensive numbers, which are always sketchy, right? Like you can look at his xWOBA, which was 327 last year, which was 2 points higher than his xWOBA in 2021 with the Phillies, in which he had a 121 WRC plus, and last year it was 81. It was 40 points lower despite having a higher xWOBA. So something isn't quite right there. They expected, like Cameron was saying, there's some really bad luck happening to him, it seems. So, yeah, I don't know. He's an interesting gamble, I think. And even if it is nothing but a replacement for the Castros and Victor Reyes, they are younger and have more tools, basically. I thought Willie Castro was pretty tooled up, but these guys are younger, so they cheaper, if you will. You have them for longer, and you have more time to figure it out. And maybe these are just Harris's, Castros, and Reyes's. We'll find out, but I don't know. Something had to change, right? It was the worst offense in baseball, so they got to add some pieces.
Yeah, for everybody's been complaining, rightfully so. The Tigers haven't done anything. We talked about this on Thursday. And look, and I like what Jim said. Look, he's not a Soto fan. He was traded. I like his honesty. It's hard to believe this is all he can get. I understand that, Jim. But I look at it this way. As far as what Scott Harris has been able to do so far with Jimenez and Soto now, they haven't been able to do anything in the last year under Avila with it. And I'm trying. Look, I know I'm comparing the two of them. That's the only thing I can do right now. I just don't see Avila doing something like this, where he's getting at least 3 or 4 parts that can go, okay, you can see the versatility where they can go.
And these are big league ready parts. Who's to say that he couldn't have got a package of more intriguing low minors lottery tickets? He probably could have. But is that what the Tigers want? Is that what he wants for the Tigers right now? Probably not. He probably needs more bodies at the big league level. And the faster you get guys like that and figure out if they can play or not, the faster you're going to get the thing turned around. So we're not perpetually waiting on somebody in A-ball to pop, right? So, and these guys still have a little bit of upside. So I understand the process of it. It does, these aren't, top 100 prospects, household names, whatever, but I don't think you're not going to get that for closers in general unless they are the elite of the elite. Edwin Diaz in his prime, Roldis Chapman in his prime. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, this is the calculator risk that he talked about in his opening presser. He's getting rid of the closer of the team to try and get some plug and play pieces to make the worst offense in the league better.